Good morning, it's Alex here from ninjateacher.com, and I just got back from a little trip down to the beach. Went to Ho Tram beach outside Ho Chi Minh City. It's about 3 hours to get down there. I just wanted a little escape from the city to get to the beach, and luckily the weather was good even though it's getting into the rainy season now. And it's a really nice beach out there, and it's not too bad. You just take a bus out there, very cheap. You can get a nice little beach bungalow. I didn't do much filming because I wanted to keep this time, or have that time to actually relax a little bit and not film. But I did fly my drone. So I'm about to head out and meet up with some of the people that arrived early for this month's program, for the June program. And they got here the week before, which is something I recommend, by the way, if you are coming out to start teaching, do a program out here if you're taking hours. Make sure to arrive a little bit earlier if possible, at least a few days. I mean, there's people that arrive like the day before, which is okay if you have to, but definitely try and come a little bit earlier if possible. But I did fly my drone, which was fun, so I'm gonna cue some epic drone shots right now so you can see that. It's a nice clear day today. Look at the city behind me, and yeah, just gonna head out now. But before that, I just wanted to give a quick update on how things are going out here. It's pretty incredible that we are now signing up over 300 people per year for our programs to help people start teaching English, mostly in Vietnam and in Thailand as well. And man, it's just incredible. I can't believe we got to this point. So that's essentially why I went down to the beach, because I've been working really hard lately, and you know, there's a lot to do, and I've got an awesome team. Kyle now is pretty much full-time ground support, helping out people once they arrive here. And then we've got Pavina and Jacqueline, who are both you know, not in Ho Chi Minh City right now. Jacqueline's been living in Da Nang, and Pavina's just gone back to the US. But they're our program advisors, so they work remotely. So if you get in contact with us, you'll do a Skype call with them, and they're working really hard. So we're all working really hard, and then of course there's the great staff for our course, the trainers and the Vietnamese staff as well. So I just needed to get out of this city for a little bit. I've got some big plans and some ideas and things we're going to be doing coming up very soon. Like, I work a lot, so it was good to get out of the city. And I'm trying to get more of a balance in my life as well, and make videos like this so that you guys can see more of life in Ho Chi Minh City, so it can prepare you. So yeah, that being said, let's go down now to, we're going there into the city. As you can see behind me, you can see the big tower, the Texo Tower. We're going to be out there, and that's only about 15 minutes away. It looks further, I know. Yeah, we're going to meet up with some of the people that are arriving now for the June course, which is going to be a pretty big course, a little bit smaller than the other ones previously. So it's usually between 30 and 40 people, and then we divide them up into 2 classes with 2 trainers, sometimes divide into 3 classes, and that's a pretty good setup. You know, gets a nice balance of number of students, and it's a great way to meet a bunch of people when you first arrive. So anyway, I'm gonna head out now. Let's go. So just grabbed an Uber to head across town and get to the meetup with a few of this month's course students who have just arrived a little bit earlier. So we're just gonna hang out with them before they start the course this month. And yes, Uber is a viable option for getting around Ho Chi Minh City, especially if you use Uber Bike. It's really cheap. I like to use Uber car. I've just been using it recently for the last month because my motorbike has been sketchy, so I've decided to just use Uber for a while, and it's fine. You pay like 100 or 200 US dollars a month to get everywhere, and it's easy to get across the city. It takes a little bit longer and you gotta wait for the Uber to come, but otherwise not too bad. So here at Juicy again, hanging out with some of the new arrivals here, and just had the usual green smoothies.
Glad to be here.
Danielle. Maria.
Hey, who's this guy?
Jesus.
You can't say that.
Kyle? I'm Kyle.
Tyler. We're on Wenhua Street, which is really empty right now because it's like the middle of the day. But you can see Batexo Tower there behind me, and yeah, it's kind of like the sense of the city, showing everyone around a little bit.
So I got to GoVap to meet these guys like an hour early, and we met up with Caleb, who just finished the course. He got a job at a really good school. That's a big chain company here, and I'm really happy for him.
Cool. Everyone's hiding in the shade of Ho Tram. Basketball jersey. Oh yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny. Yeah. Charles Barkley was in it too.
I love that.
Bill Murray.
Yep.
Yeah, Bill Murray too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a goodie. And they put sugar in like everything here, even if you don't want it. So one thing you should learn how to say is no sugar.
Yeah.
Kum dung. It's so cool.
Restaurants,
Yeah, it's all little restaurants and cafes. Cool, because it's like this old, almost derelict building, and then you walk up and then there's these cool little cafes inside. You can see here.
Oh, bless you.
It's nice. Yeah, good AC. Yeah.
Because I've got 1.2 gigs of data for a whole day.
We were just talking about that. It's a good package from Mobifone. It's, you type in DKD10 to 999 if you have a Mobifone SIM card, and it costs you 10,000 dong per day for 1.2 gigabytes of data. So that's like 45 gigabytes a month for 300,000 a month, so a little less than 15 US dollars. So it's a good deal.
Look, that's the thing everyone did.
Getting a grab. Yep. Yeah, that was cool. 3 of them had arrived last night, and you could see the energy levels were just kind of crashing at the end there, and it is a bit overwhelming, you know. And I guess that's what we chatted about a bit. Everything's just different here when you've come to Vietnam from a different country and you've just got here, you're jet lagged. That's why we always recommend coming a little bit earlier, if possible. You know, stay a week before the course starts and our program starts, because you know, you can just adjust then, you know. I guess what we were talking about the most is probably just how things are different here, you know. It's like the traffic's kind of crazy, the rules of the road aren't in existence. Yeah, and a couple of them had actually been traveling in Europe before this, and I think that Asia and Europe are kind of on opposite ends of the spectrum, at least Vietnam and some countries in Europe. So you just gotta get used to the differences. We were saying how cheap it is. Like the food options around where we have our program are like really cheap, so that's great. But yeah, it's kind of nice to stay in this area a little bit when you first arrive, so you can adjust more easily, rather than like a super local area. I think that's a good idea. and have a little bit of time to relax and get settled in. So now the traffic starts. That's what Ho Chi Minh City rush hour traffic looks like. I'm just in my apartment doing some work. I'm trying to wake up earlier at the moment, so I'm gonna try to get an early night. This is my kind of work setup here. I just got my laptop. I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment with a friend, so he sets up there and works from there. And that's our apartment. Pretty cool setup. So something that's pretty cool is we have created an online quiz that you can do to see how much money you can save teaching English in Vietnam. So you can head over to ninjateacher.com and just click on TEFL quiz, and you can go ahead and take that quiz and see how much you can make based on a number of different questions, because we get this question all the time and people want to know how much we can save, you can save, and it's pretty good. So try out the quiz and let me know what you think of that. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon in a new video. Peace.